everyone, my name is Aijing and today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial for Taylor Swift's Grammys 2021 makeup look. So if you want to see how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm doing is using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as a primer for my eyeshadow. The overall eye look was really simple. She had this rosy toned brown eyeshadow all over her eyelid and then some shimmers and glitter closer to the lash line, and there was a little bit of a winged liner as well. So I looked through my collection and the palette I found that suited this eye look the best was the Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette by Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm using that rosy bronze tone in that eyeshadow palette all over my eyelid. The shape itself was slightly winged out, which is what I'm trying to do here. Then I just used the NYX glitter primer over the very bottom part of my upper eyelid to make sure that the shimmers and glitters will stick on properly. I'm using the Celestial shade from the Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette, and I am not going over where my eye fold is with this colour because from the videos, photos, you can't really see the shimmer unless she blinked, so I am staying very close to the lash line. Taylor Swift loves glitter and shimmer, so I went the extra mile and used Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Ritz and used my finger to pat that over my eyelid as well. Then I just used a liner brush dipped into the Bobbi Brown Intense Liner palette. The palette is limited edition, so you can't get that anymore, but just use any dark brown shadow and just start making the outline of a wing. Tight line the rest of the eye as well, just stick close to the lash line. I am perfecting my wing here, as you can see. I really recommend doing the first bit of the wing with your eyes open so that you know exactly how it's going to look. A lot of people do their eyeliner with their eyes closed, but when you have hooded eyes, it's really difficult to predict how the liner is going to lie when you open your eyes and when people are looking at you. So I really recommend doing an outline of the wing with your eyes open. Her eyeshadow was pretty clean cut from the photo, so I'm using a Q-tip to just get that look as well. And obviously a cotton bud is great for fixing mistakes. I just deepened up the outer corner a little bit with the exact same shade from the Pillow Talk palette that I used over the lid. Then I curled my eyelashes using the Bobbi Brown eyelash curler and then applied the Estee Lauder Little Black primer. Pretty pleased with how it was looking then. Then I moved on to concealing my under eyes, so I used the Becca Under Eye Primer first, then the Becca Under Eye Brightening Concealer. I've got a video coming out that is all about Becca products as they're closing down, so keep an eye out for that. Then I used the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Primer all over my face. The foundation I'm using is the Ciate London Extraordinary Foundation because it's got really excellent coverage, but it's not drying at all and doesn't look cakey. Taylor Swift's skin looked flawless on the night, so I'm going with a full coverage foundation. You can see from the photos that she had this really highlighted look in the center of her face, so I'm applying a lot more concealer than I normally would and using a very light shade. This is again the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. The bridge of her nose was a little bit highlighted as well, along with her cupid bow and chin, so I'm doing the same. Now I'm using the Becca Secret Brightening Powder underneath my eyes. You can see that my under eye area is looking really bright with all those products, which is exactly the look she had. She had a little bit of eyeshadow along her lower lash line as well, but that colour wasn't as rosy toned, so I'm using the shade Raw Sienna from Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. But then I went back into the Pillow Talk palette using the Champagne highlighting shade in the inner corners. Again, from the photos you can see her inner corners were really highlighted. Her brows are pretty subtle and fluffy, and she had blonde eyebrows, but obviously I have dark hair, so I'm just going in with the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper and then using the Urban Decay brow blade to just draw in a few hairs. I recurled my eyelashes after the primer has dried and then went in with mascara because I find that way my eyelashes really do stay curly. Definitely make sure you coat your lower lash line in lots of mascara as well, as that's what Taylor Swift had. Then I went in with blusher. Again, I'm using Becca product, and this is the shade Wild Honey. I chose this shade because she had a very rosy, neutral looking shade. It wasn't really pink, it wasn't orange, it was kind of more like really nudie peach color, and Wild Honey perfectly matched that. Her skin wasn't super bronze, so I went in with a very subtle bronzer. For me, that was Barley Sands. Again, it was by Becca. I find that the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is pretty good as well, giving a more subtle look for my skin tone. Her highlighter had a slight pink sheen to it when I was watching the YouTube video of her acceptance speech, so I picked the Becca Pug Glow highlighter. But just use any pink toned highlighter that you have, and I put the highlighter over the bridge of my nose and my Cupid's bow as well. I used a combination of 3 different lipsticks. The first one is Becca lipstick in Dusk, and then I used the Dior lipstick in the shade Elegant. It was a limited edition lipstick, I don't know if you can still get it, but it was just, again, kind of a pink toned nude lipstick. And then I used the YSL Rouge Volupté Shine lipstick in the shade 61. Then I just pulled my hair back and put it on a flowery top by Free People because it's spring. So this is my take on Taylor Swift's Grammy 2021 look, and if there is anyone else's makeup look that you want me to try to recreate, please comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, I hope you check out some of the other videos I have. Her dress was stunning. I wish I could wear that Oscar de la Renta dress. I wish I had money to afford it, but well, that's just not my life.